Hi guys, right, so today we're at Studio 12 and we're going to be doing a family stroke portrait. No, we're going to do a family stroke baby shoot. The family we're going to be shooting is quite interesting. It's actually my family and it's actually my baby we're going to shoot. I did do something similar 6 years ago in this very own studio. You can watch that video up here somewhere if you click the link. And that's of my daughter who's 6 now, and now we're doing it of my new daughter who's born about a month ago. Now what we're going to do first is a portrait shoot. And for that, we're just going to use a minimal lighting setup just to give a nice, elegant, classy kind of a look, kind of moody sort of a look. And we're using a dark background, these beautiful, nice chairs, and this really beautiful wooden floorboard. For the lighting, like I said, 2 lights, just a rim light on the side over here. We've got a wireless Godox AD400 Pro and a strip box on there just to give me some nice rim light on the side or backlight on here. For the main light, we're going to use a Godox AD600 in this mammoth Westcott 50-inch softbox. This is the Apollo series. I don't know if they still do them. I bought this about 7-8 years ago, but it's one of my favorite softboxes. It is so beautiful, and the light coming from here is so nice and so diffused. So I've got the light in here. I've not set anything up just yet. I'm just going to set the power on these. We are going to be shooting on about f5.6 to f8 give or take, and we'll just meter the light accordingly. Well, I say meter it, we're not going to meter it per se, we're just going to eyeball it. And then we're going to use the same light for the baby shoot as well, because this diffusion is going to work so well. Right, I'm just going to get this light ready first, then I'm going to add the strip light, and then we're going to hopefully shoot. And the person taking the shot is going to be you, not you, the cameraman, George. Say hi, George. Yeah, so give me a minute to set this up and then we'll come back. So what I'm doing, I'm just setting this light up. I'll just give it a bit of an angle and I'm just going to get it set where I want it. I'm going to play with this light first to make sure the settings are right. I'm not quite sure where we are, so I'm just going to put the settings on f1/4, a quarter of power. This is the AD600. I can obviously control this from the trigger, which is on my camera. So I'm just going to get Neelam to sit on this chair and then basically see how this works. Actually, if you sit on this side, and that will won't cast any shadow on the kids. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the lights off so we don't have much interference. The only issue is I have got the big window light over here. It's going to interfere a little bit with the ambient, but I don't mind too much. My main consideration is these 2 lights. Let's see what they're doing, then we'll control the ambient as we go along. Probably help if I have a memory card in the camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get Neelam to sit on this side of the chair, because what I don't want is from the main light for her to be sat on this side and then cast any shadow on the kids on that side, because we're the bigger ones. So the kids might stand on the side, or we might get somebody sat there, I'm not sure. Let's just see what the lighting's doing, then we can play about. So we're shooting on f4.5. We're keeping it quite shallow because I want to get the background a little bit blurry, because you can see a bit of the creases and I don't want to be photoshopping way too much in there. I might pull the chairs forward a little bit, I'm not quite sure, but I think I quite like the picture as it is. So settings are shutters at 125, ISOs at 100, and the apertures are f4.5. Now we're just going to get the kids in the shot, and then I think we should be ready in 2 or 3 shots. So let's see how it goes. It's a feeling that I So that's the shoot done, and trying to get the kids to smile was a little bit of a nightmare, but that's just how the kids are. So it's going to be one of those where I have to shoot loads. Well, George did actually. He had to shoot loads of images to try and get the right frame at the right time. I'm happy with the result. All I need is one picture really, and we've got that. I think everyone looked alright. I think the missus does approve, so that's that done. That'll go up in the frame at home. The next part of the shoot is actually going to be a baby shoot that we're going to do. I'm not quite sure how that's going to pan out, but if it doesn't, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do subscribing, and if it does pan out, I'll add it onto this video, or I might do a separate one, but whichever way it happens, let's carry on. I am going to change the lighting, mind you, but the only thing I'm going to change is the light's going to come a lot lower, and I'm going to stick to 1 light. I'm not going to use 2 this time, because that should be enough to cover the baby. Because don't forget inverse square law, the size of my light in proportion to the size of the baby. so it should give me nice little light and nice fall off and whatnot. So I've not done this before. I've never done baby photography before. It's not something I've done. It's not something I will do. I'm doing it because of my own child. We've bought some accessories and we've got a posing stool and all these kind of things. Let's just see how we can do this and see how it works. Right, follow me. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm actually going to use this boom arm because I need to lower the light, because on a C-stand, even though we're not using the boom arm with it, I can't lower it any more than it is. So I'm going to put the light on the end of this, then that way I can tilt and just use the light exactly where I need it to be, and it's a lot better. And also remember, when you got anything on wheels, lock them down and use sandbags where you need to, because you need to be very careful with stuff like this. Done that shot and it's really nice. It's working on 2.8. My shutter is on quite high, it's on about 250. I'm just trying to eliminate any ambient light and it works really well. The flash power is really low because I'm shooting on 2.8. I think it's on 132 of a second, so it's a nice bit of light, but 2.8 perfect. The macro lens is allowing me to go really close, but I'll be honest with you, I don't like it. The focus is slow. Maybe it's the settings I've got it on. I've not really used this before. It's probably my second time I've used this macro lens, but I'm struggling, and because of that I missed 2 chances of her smiling. We'll continue till we do get the smile. It's just a matter of being patient. So what's happening right now is we're going to get it changed. New outfit change for the model. We're just going to allow mummy to give her a bit of nursing, just make sure that we're all here, we're still fine, because baby still need that reassurance, and then we'll continue with the next shot. So we're just going to carry on and see how it goes. So far I think we've got 2 images. I'm really happy with what I've done so far. I've surprised myself, but that's because the baby's been really calm. It's really difficult, you know, it's really hard as a parent to do that. I mean, it's not like we're torturing them, but we're just so, you know, always so comfortable and make sure they're relaxed. And sometimes you have to put them in a position where it seems uncomfortable, but it actually isn't. So it does look like we're doing some cruelty, but trust me, the baby's, she's absolutely fine. She's not distressed in any manner. And you know, the pictures could look better, don't get me wrong, but she didn't want to cooperate, so to speak, and I didn't want to force it upon her. These are pictures for our own self. We're going to keep them for our own memories. That's literally the whole idea. It's not for any sort of advertising, so we're not really bothered if they're perfect or not. It's how we like them, and that's how it's going to be. So we're just going to do another outfit change, and then we might just do some with her eyes open. She's awake. So let's utilize it, I guess. Let's get some of her looking. She just woke up through the last one. And what I did for the last shot was basically similar to what I did with my other daughter when she was a baby. We put her in probably the same crate with the same sort of fur in there. I did my new pack. And we just laid it in there because the other position I was trying to do with her on the belly wasn't working. Again, I'm not familiar with how this happens, and I couldn't get it where I wanted to. I could see she wasn't comfortable, so I wasn't going to force the image, so I didn't do it. We just left her on the back. She's a lot more calm, a lot more peaceful. I've just wrapped the shoot up. I think it went quite well. We managed to get 2 images, which I'm really happy with. I was shooting using this macro lens, and I've learned the trick to it. To get quick focus, because it's a macro lens, literally go close to your subject and then start pulling out as you would. I know it's got some settings on here which I didn't get to use properly and whatnot, but with baby photography you got to be patient, but at the same time you got to be fast. So I did manage to grab a smile, I think, at one shot, but with the 2 images I got, I'm really happy with them. She looks stunning in both of them, and as an experience, it was fun, it was hard, it was exciting, not knowing what to expect and not knowing how to pose them properly. Again, just be careful that you don't distress the baby in any way. So we called it off and we thought she's not she's not comfortable anymore, so I decided to call it off and just see what we can do. Now with newborn photography, it's ideal to do it within the first 2 weeks because they sleep longer, they're a lot more flexible. With my baby now, she's waking up a bit more and she's a bit more alert, and then she's not as flexible as she used to be. So I think I've missed my window for this one, but you never know, maybe for the next one. I can see them laughing in the background. You never know. 2 weeks is your time. Try to get it then. If you can probably push it up for 4 weeks if you've got a small baby like mine. Otherwise, enjoy the experience. Don't stress, and try it at home. I've got this space over here, which is Studio 12. It's really, really fantastic. We've got big lights, big soft boxes. We've got everything that we need. The posing pillow came from here, and I bought all the accessories from myself. But it all worked quite well, so I'm really happy with everything. I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. I hope you've learned something. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, do consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys in the next video.